All right, welcome back to Two Stupid Guys Trade Stocks. I'm Vinny.
I'm Dylan.
And today we're going to do that much awaited AMC video. One of our subscribers asked for this last week, actually. Did you see that, Dylan?
Oh, solid timing. Had we invested last week, we'd be really rich.
So. Yeah, true, exactly. I guess we got to start just doing what our subscribers suggest as picking up the stocks.
Yeah, that would probably help.
Yeah. So let's take a peek at the chart here. It's pretty crazy action today, huh, Dylan?
Yeah, so AMC just went full on nuclear today. We opened at $37, closed at $68. Obviously, this is insane. 766 million shares in volume, which is actually less than the 1.2 billion earlier before February. But what's crazy is the 5-minute chart here. So market opened here. This level, which was, high, about $42, okay? This is the ignition. So it goes down, consolidates which, by the way, is kind of a weird time. Usually when you have jumps like this, it's in like the last hour or the first hour, not in the middle of the day. So we go up, we pass it, increasing volume, boom, ignition, and douche. Just ridiculous. Doesn't make any sound sense. The high of the day was 72.62. It actually, it's 72 after hours as well. Absolute insanity. And that is what happened. Vinny's got some fun, ridiculous things that also happened today to some poor souls.
Yeah. The AMC was halted at what? I think at least 3 times today.
Yeah. I'm in between patients at work, like watching it. And there was a lot of other sympathy plays today. Like Fubo went up like 18%. Doesn't deserve it. I'm in it, and I know it doesn't deserve it. Everything's being floated, and there's going to be a bubble pop, just like when GME popped, and all these other meme stocks are going to tank. BlackBerry was up a crap ton today.
Yeah, Bed Bath & Beyond was up like 50%.
Bed Bath & Beyond, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Pretty crazy day. This is kind of the headlines you've been seeing today, up 95% in a single day, 2,800% year to date. Absolutely insanity, for AMC. But hey, it's like to each their own. If you're making money on this and like you can actually get out with some winnings, like more power to you, man. It's a little risky for my blood. But this is kind of screenshots you're seeing posted over there on Wall Street Bets. This person's up $145,000 on like a initial position of like $40,000. Pretty insane gains.
Jeez.
Even more impressive for this one right here, almost a 5,000% gain. Yeah.
One thing that was pretty wild is last week call options before the big thing only went up to like $30. And then as it started to rise up, a bunch of call options opened to go as high as like 54-ish or 59, somewhere around there, but it started at like 49. So that also, there's a lot of people who made a gross amount of money on options playing this because they had just opened them up like a week ago.
Yeah. Options are a great tool for leverage. When you're right, you're really right. When you're wrong, you're really wrong. You're going to see one of those here in a second. Where's all this money coming from? So this is a story from actually the end of last week where they estimated that short sellers had lost $1.2 billion on AMC last week. That's only accelerated significantly. I'm sure this week we'll see by the end of the week where everything lays, but
we're probably around 5 billion now after it rocketed up more.
Yeah. Absolute insanity. Unfortunately, it's not always just the hedge funds that are kind of bleeding out this money. This was a poor unfortunate sold some naked calls on AMC. Naked calls, extremely risky. Selling them on a meme stock is basically akin to selling fake drugs to a Mexican drug cartel. Bad idea, basically. Yeah.
Did not work out well.
Yeah, it would not end well for you. But yeah, this guy lost $600,000 in a matter of minutes today to that short squeeze that Dylan pointed out in the graph there earlier. I can only imagine the pain you feel when you log into your brokerage account and see this call alert, immediate action required, like message pop up saying like, oh God.
Yeah, I've definitely never seen that before.
Yeah, hopefully never.
I have.
But this is kind of part of this backstory here is that AMC has really kind of embraced this Wall Street bet like kind of community. Adam Aaron, who's the CEO here, actually donated $50,000 to the Wall Street Bets like ape conservation campaign. For those of you who've never been on Wall Street Bets, they refer to themselves lovingly as apes.
Yeah. And also he's starting like a social media thing where the investors, like AMC investors, can all talk and you can get free popcorn if
Yeah.
you're an investor.
They're going to have like exclusive AMC like investors screenings of different movies and things like that as well.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
Boy.
Yeah. So, this is what we were talking about. Even despite the fact that yesterday AMC issued 8.5 million new shares to a hedge fund, the stock was still up 20% basically yesterday.
Yeah, that makes sense.
The hedge fund sold all 8.5 million shares yesterday for a profit. There was an article today on CNBC saying that the hedge fund missed out on approximately $300 million in gains by having closed that position yesterday as opposed to waiting another day.
Honestly, the fact that they even paid AMC that much for those shares was terrifying. So
yeah, true.
That was definitely ballsy.
Yeah. I think it was like $27 a share that they paid for them.
Yeah.
One thing that's really kind of been nice about this whole thing is that AMC has been able to put themselves in a much better financial situation to come out of this pandemic because they've been able to raise capital at this high like valuation.
Yeah, I wonder if they could offer more shares at like $60. When does this stop? We don't know.
Yeah,
I have no idea.
Yeah, it's an interesting wild ride. I mean, if you're on it and you have actually made some money and like locked in some profits, I saw one person on the Wall Street Bets that locked in profits today, so pretty good for them.
Smart guy. Yeah. Definitely take profits, guys.
Yeah, they had like I think 100 options contracts. They closed out 95 of them and then let the other 5 ride. It's a reasonable thing to do.
Yeah, that's good for that person.
Yeah, exactly. Agreed. Well, we just wanted to hop on here real quick and give you guys kind of our quick highlights and thoughts on what was going on here today. It's pretty crazy.
Yeah. Be safe.
Yeah. Lock in those profits and enjoy the ride.
Please lock in the profits.
See you guys on the next one.
Later.